All right, I got $5 to In-N-Out Burger. You guys hungry? Yeah? No, you're not hungry? Yeah, you are. You're just too proud to say it. He won't even tell me his name. All right, who wants $5 to In-N-Out?
Me!
Just so I can show you that I do have it. Someone's going to walk away with $5 to In-N-Out Burger. All you have to do is prove to me that you're a good person. Do we have any good people in the audience? Raise your hand. I had a feeling you were going to raise your hand. Yeah. You too? Yeah, really? Okay. You are. Come on up here, young man. Come on up here, right up here, front center. Give the man a hand. Now, are you a musician of some kind? Then microphones don't scare you, do they? All right, cool. What's your first name?
My name's Elliot.
Elliot, I'm Tony. Nice to meet you. All right. Whoa. Okay, we won't do that again. All right, now I'm going to take Elliot. Yeah? You with me? You with me? You with agent?
Me too.
No? Okay. All right, I'm going to take Elliot through what's called the good person test. I'd like all of you to take it as well, because there's no guarantee that Elliot is going to pass this test. All right? But Elliot, even if you don't pass this test, you're probably going to end up with this anyway. So, all right? Just so you know, I'm not trying to scam you or anything, okay? All right. So, Elliot, I'd like you to give me your definition of a good person. What's your definition? You're not Elliot.
My definition of a good person is a person who is honest, who has integrity, tact-bearing, and has all the good qualities that most people need, who isn't afraid to tell people that they were wrong, and who isn't also afraid to just be, just let people know that they're scared.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Now, does that sound like a good definition to you? No? Yeah, come on, give him some backup for crying out. Come on. Yeah, all right. So, Elliot, let me ask you this. Did you just describe yourself?
No, actually,
Really?
I described my mom.
Your mom, okay. Well, your mom sounds like a wonderful lady. All right? Okay. Now, Elliot, it would be utterly rude for me to just judge you and say, Elliot, I don't think you're a good guy, and I'm going to dinner on my card. That would be rude. Would that be rude? That would be rude. Okay. And Elliot, you've already asserted that you're a good person, and if I went by your standards, well, I'd be giving these away left and right. I'd have to get another job just to support coming out here, giving away cards, okay? So let's use a standard that's higher than both of ours. Fair enough? Okay. Are you familiar with the Ten Commandments?
Most of them, yes.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and name a few for me.
Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not put any God before me.
That's 5? That's great. Most people can only name one. In fact, most people can name more beers than they can name commandments. No, it's true. It's true. Now, and you mentioned thou shalt not kill. More specifically, it's that you should not murder.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Elliot, do you think you've been able to keep those?
Most of them.
Okay, all right. Let's see how you do. Elliot, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19. All right. In your short 19 years, I'm old enough to be your dad, so I got a lot of years on you. In your short 19 years, how many lies do you think you've told?
Depending on who I told them to.
No. All right.
No.
Now, how many real humdinger, oh, I shouldn't have done that kind of lies have you told in your life?
I've run out of fingers and toes.
Okay, all right. So we're saying over 20.
Over 20.
Assuming you have 10 fingers, 10 toes.
Yeah.
Well, 8 fingers, 2 thumbs, 10 toes. Okay. Would it be safe to say that maybe it's been more than that? Because now you're saying you've only lied once a year your entire life.
No, I'm not saying that.
So maybe a little higher.
Yeah.
All right, 100?
I don't know. I haven't kept count.
All right, 50? Let's say 50.
All right, let's say 50.
Is that a reasonable number?
You could probably say that.
Okay, all right. And I'm 44, so I probably lied more than you have, okay?
Okay.
But if you and I were friends and I came up to you and I said, Elliot, I've lied to you 50 times, what would you call me?
A liar?
Yeah. Okay, so if we tell lies, and how many lies do we have to tell to be a liar?
Doesn't matter how many.
One, right?
Just
If you lie once, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, have you ever stolen anything? That was one of the commandments you mentioned.
No.
Now remember, you mentioned being a liar more than 50 times, so I don't know if I can believe you, but even if it's small, download music and didn't pay for it?
No.
No? Answer on a test. Borrowed something, yeah, looked at someone else's paper, took their knowledge, and a pencil, borrowed something.
Okay, now a pencil.
Okay.
That wasn't taking it. I borrowed it, but I broke it.
Okay.
By accident, I was mad.
Okay, so you took someone's property, and you kept it, and you got angry, and you busted it.
Yeah, it was just a lot of money.
What if I borrowed your car, and I said, you know what, I'm really mad at Elliot. I'm going to go drive this car right into the side of a building.
Well, let's just hope you didn't die.
Okay, but same offense, but you've made one important and not the other. If you had $100 in your wallet, and I snuck up behind you, I took your wallet out, I took a dollar bill, and I put the other 99 back. Am I still a thief? Yeah, right? So the value of the thing you took really doesn't matter, right?
No.
So if you've stolen something, what does that make you?
Thief.
A thief, all right. You mentioned killing or murder.
Yeah.
Elliot, in front of all of your new friends here, have you ever murdered anybody?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Have you ever been so angry with someone that you think, you know what, I think I might hate that person? Even once in your life. Not do anything about it, just thought it in your head. Even once.
Never hated it.
Yeah, in your mind. Had a hateful thought toward anybody, even once.
Well, everybody does.
Well, I'm asking Elliot. Would that be a yes?
I mean,
Would that be a yes?
it might be, yes.
Okay, all right. Well, the Bible actually says whoever hates another person is a murderer. That's how high the standard is. Okay?
Okay.
All right, because God doesn't only judge our actions, He judges our thought life. For instance, if I pulled out a DVD and it said Elliot's Thought Life on the label, everything you've ever thought in your mind, in the darkest recesses of your mind where your buddies here have no idea what you're thinking, and we put it on a DVD and we played it inside the Mann Theater for everyone to see, is that a movie you'd want anybody to see?
Not my parents, no.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a movie that God's already seen. Okay, all right. So we've looked at lying, stealing, and murder. Okay. Now, you're 19. All right, now remember there's small children present, so answer carefully when I ask this question, okay? How would you define the word adultery?
I would define the word adultery as going after someone who is not yours.
Okay, all right. Okay. And how about cheating on a spouse? Would that count as adultery too?
The spouse would be your helpmate, so yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. Jesus actually said whoever looks at another woman and lusts after her, wants her in a sexual way, has already committed adultery with that person in their heart. Have you ever had a thought like that in your life?
Have I ever had a thought like that in my life?
And usually when someone repeats the question and they're trying to figure out a way not to answer it.
I plead the fifth.
Okay. And in most courtrooms when someone pleads the fifth, we think they are what? Guilty. Okay. All right. So now, Elliot, everything you admitted to, I'm guilty of too. All right. So I'm not judging you. Okay. But by your own admission, you're a lying, thieving, murdering adulterer at heart. Does that sound like the definition of a good person? No. Now, it sounds like you have a really good relationship with your mom.
Yeah.
All right. Let's say you and I, we just met, we hit it off, you decide you want to invite me over to your house so that your mom can make me dinner. Okay? And we walk in the door, and your mom has one obvious question. Elliot, who's this guy with you? Oh, Mom, this is Tony. He's a lying, thieving, murdering adulterer at heart, but other than that, Mom, he's a really good guy. What is your mom going to think of me?
She's going to call the police and kick you out the house.
Okay. All right. All right. So you didn't pass the good person test. But in a moment, I'm going to give this to you anyway, okay?
All right.
So here's where it gets serious, and this is for everybody, okay? Elliot, we just looked at 4 of the 10 commandments, all right? If you were to die and stand before God, and He judged you based on the standard of those commandments, do you think He would find you innocent or guilty of breaking His law?
You will find me